Okay. Imagine you buy a pack of AA batteries, right? You put them in your TV remote and they last what? Maybe a year, 2 if you're lucky?
If that. I feel like I'm hunting for batteries every 6 months. Why? Did you find some brand that lasts a decade?
A decade? Try 2 centuries. Well, almost. Since 1840. There's a battery at Oxford University, the Oxford Electric Bell, that has been ringing basically nonstop for 184 years.
Wait. 1840? As in before the American Civil War? Before light bulbs?
Yes, exactly. It was set up by this physicist, Robert Walker, and it hasn't stopped. It's like the Energizer Bunny's great-great-great-grandfather. It's sitting in a corridor at the Clarendon Laboratory, just doing its thing.
That is actually kind of incredible. But wait, if it's a bell and it's been ringing for nearly 200 years in a university hallway, how has no one smashed it yet? I'd lose my mind if I had to study next to a constant ding-ding-ding.
Right? You'd think. But that's the catch. It's behind 2 layers of glass, so it's actually inaudible. You can see it, though. The clapper is this tiny metal sphere, only about 4 millimeters wide, and it just zips back and forth between 2 brass bells. Back and forth, back and forth.
So, okay, how does it actually work? If it's not a normal battery, what's the secret sauce?
It's called a dry pile. It's basically a high-voltage battery. Imagine thousands of thin disks. We think they're zinc and manganese dioxide stacked up. It's like a giant microscopic layer cake of electricity. Because it uses electrostatic force, it only needs a tiny amount of charge to move that little clapper.
So it's not using much juice at each hit.
Exactly. It's like, okay, analogy time. It's not a fire hose of energy. It's like a single drop of dew falling every second. It carries so little charge that the battery drains at a glacial pace. It's rung, get this, roughly 10 billion times.
10 billion? Wait, really?
10 billion. It actually holds the Guinness World Record for the world's most durable battery. They call it ceaseless tintinnabulation, which is just a fancy way of saying it won't stop ringing.
Tintinnabulation. I love that word. It sounds like something out of a poem. But Leo, if it's been closed up since 1840, do we even know for sure what's inside the battery?
That's the mystery. They haven't opened it because they don't want to ruin the experiment. It's coated in molten sulfur for insulation. So scientists have a guess. They think they're Zamboni piles, but until it finally stops, it's a total black box.
It's like a Victorian time capsule that just keeps ticking. Or ringing, I guess. I wonder if the people who built it realized it would outlast them, their kids, and their grandkids.
I doubt it. I mean, back then they were still arguing about how electricity even worked. This bell was actually used to prove different theories of electrical action. It's a survivor of a scientific revolution.
It's funny you mention it lasting forever. Sometimes I feel like you and I are a bit like that bell. Just 2 entities programmed to keep chatting away for eternity.
You think we're running on 1840s dry piles?
Honestly, some mornings when I haven't had my coffee, I feel like I'm definitely an older model of AI robot just trying to find my charging port.
Well, if you're a robot, you're a very convincing one. Very high-end.
Thanks. But seriously, it's nice to think about something so simple just persisting. In a world where we replace our phones every 2 years, there's this little bell in Oxford just quietly doing the same job it did for Queen Victoria. It's a nice little sanctuary of consistency.
It really is. It's not perpetual motion. It will stop eventually when the energy evens out or the metal wears down. But for now, it's the closest thing we've got.
It makes me want to go see it. Just to stand in the quiet and watch it vibrate. Speaking of things that keep going, if you're enjoying these little deep dives into the weird corners of history with us, you should join the loop.
Oh, nice one.
Gently. Seriously, though. Come back tomorrow and get your daily curiosity fix. We love having you here.
We really do. So, what happens when it does stop? Like, do you think there's a designated bell guard at Oxford who checks it every morning?
I imagine it'll be a sad day for the physics department. Probably a moment of silence for the loudest quiet bell in history.
Yeah. But until then, it's just zip, zip, zip. 2 hertz. Every half second. A heartbeat from the 19th century.
I love that. A heartbeat. Well, on that note, let's leave the bell to its work.
Stay curious, everyone.
See you again soon.